Hey guys, this is Zlewikk and welcome back to a series of the videos where I'm presenting to you dev diaries about the game that is not yet announced, Project Ceasar, but we all know by now that this is clearly EU5. Today, it's gonna be fairly interesting dev diary because we're gonna talk about not only buildings, about foreign buildings, the buildings that can be built in other countries. So let's talk first of all about some common foreign buildings. One common building many countries can build for in towns and cities is a trade office. So to build a trade office, a target country needs to have at least 100 of positive opinion of you, and this is gonna be very important to provide you a maritime presence as well as merchant capacity in this specific trade node. Another one, and I bet that is your first thought when you think, oh, building can get in another city, another country, embassy. And you'll be able to build it, and it's very useful to increase your diplomatic capacity, which as a reminder allows you to keep alliances, subjects, etc. But it also leaves fog of war in the specific locations. So it might be very useful to also to spy on specific nations to see the amount of the armies that they have in this place or build, I assume, buildings. What they are mentioning here is that it is very costly because it requires you to have paper and jewelry production to upkeep. So you might not be able to build it everywhere. Another foreign building that is common is called a mission. And this is a building that can be only built on a location that has no owner yet. So it is pretty much a support for your charter company that is colonizing specific area. And that mission is gonna convert pops in the specific location to your religion. And you remember having the right religion of the pops in a location was one of the requirements for you to finish the colonization of it. Those are the common ones, but how about unique foreign buildings, which I think will be another example for like, no, EU5 so far from what I see is not gonna be a bare-bone game like all of you keep commenting sometimes on the comment section. No, there will be a lot of content that is gonna be unique. And here we will have a couple of examples of unique buildings that they already created, and they keep getting more and more into that game. While the Hanseatic League has multiple buildings they can build, one of their truly unique is their shipwrights, as this can be built in any port of their subjects, giving sailors to the owner of the building, while also increasing the shipbuilding capacity in the specific location. So it's a win-win scenario, right? You get more sailors as the owner, while the location itself, so your subject, is gonna get shipbuilding capacity. If you play a banking country, you can always place a banking office in any town or city, which will give you a small amount of merchant power, while also giving you a fair amount of gold. Military orders. Oh, see, that's also a confirmation there will be military orders in the first release of EU5. In the Catholic faith can set up an order commandery in any location in another Catholic country if they have negotiated a sponsorship. If a country agrees to sponsor a military order, they will gain religious influence and prestige every month. Each of these commanderies that you build will give you some gold and manpower. And you see that's an example of order commanderies in specific locations, like Helmond, there's Wien, there's Graz, each of them gives you money. How about destroying buildings? Here's at least the information about the building that requires a good relationship, which I think was the trade post. So you need 100 of opinion for the target country to build it, and that target country can destroy your building if that relation goes below 0. Alternatively, you might need a special peace treaty to remove it. So I assume you also have casus belli to remove these buildings if you really want to. There's also some additional stuff that they are sharing here in the Tinto Talks, so let's see about the recent changes, because based on your feedback, guys, they keep improving and changing the game before it's even announced. We constantly update and tweak the game from feedback and such, and today I was gonna show you a few examples of what we have changed recently, mostly due to the great feedback we have been given. First of all, we added a small staging time to all explorations, where they need to prepare and require some resources, tying the exploration mechanics closer to the economy system of the game. For the first few months of an exploration, there will be a type of construction in the closest location that fits, requiring goods to progress. So you see, preparing for an exploration to Eastern Greenland Sea, and this is the requirements what you have to gather, and this is what you have available. And that's, I assume, it's when the exploration is gonna start. You can't go sailing without a lot of room, can you, Zlewikk? The cooldown on assigning generals to armies was not too popular when we talked about it. So instead, we now have a system where it takes time until you get the benefits of a general in your army. This is connected to the travel time it takes from your capital to the army, and some extra time for a character to get up to speed. This will make assigning generals and admirals much more a strategic choice. So they first announced that, yeah, when you want to get the general to specific army thing, it was working immediately, but you had a cooldown of changing it. I don't remember by now, or maybe you had to wait until it get there. But right now the general will be assigned immediately, but you get no bonuses, and over time these bonuses will load, which is tied to the travel time from your capital to that specific location with an army, which I think is a good change. I really like the original change, but it's good that they are implementing your guys' feedback, because just my feedback doesn't matter. One topic that has been raised in various map talks we have had has been the lack of ethno-religions. Now I have made it so we can lock some religions from allowing their pops to be assimilated before they can be converted. The Judaism religion is part of the Israelite religion group. Pops cannot be assimilated before converted. That's something like you had in EU4, right? You couldn't change the culture of a province until you change the religion to your own. And it looks like it's gonna be the same here with some of the specific ethno-religions. There's currently 500,000 Jewish pops in the world. There's more than one Israelite religion. Stay tuned, as next week winter is coming. Okay guys, this is, I think, great content. Let's move to the comment section. Where do the goods for the buildings in the foreign nation come from? Your own market or the locations market? It's coming from the market the location is. So it might be your own market if that location is in the same market, and if it's the different market, you have to take it from the different market. So be using the prices of that specific market. But still, in the end, you're the one paying for the specific goods, and that's my issue for that separate nation, because if you take these goods, they might not be having these goods for themselves, or these goods will be just more expensive, which might be bad news if they're lacking it. Oh, there's a follow-up question: who gets priority between the host nation and the foreign nation building in the same location? It's just a building order in location, so first come first serve, I assume. And presumably foreign builders will get their goods from the market. Yeah, it's from the market. Yeah, okay. And people are asking how to stop from these buildings to get built. Johan is saying that bad relations help, but you're not talking about specific mechanics that allow that. And second question is, are there any advantages, benefits for getting foreign buildings built in your own country? Johan is saying no, but these buildings will move pops to that location. But they will count for them, not for you. I don't get it. And looks like there's no more feedback shared so far. Okay guys, I think that's gonna be it for today. So as usual, let me know what you think about these foreign buildings, because it's another feature that was not used in EU4. It's completely new. So besides having many more internal buildings that we discussed a couple of weeks back or months already, you can also build externally this, which I think I mostly like the fact that there will be unique buildings, because they keep adding and more content for the replayability, and for you to be able to play very different locations and countries to get a different content. And so far I'm actually amazed by how it looks like. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you in the next Team Talks. Bye! Subscribe to the channel.